Each year, KXAN receives dozens of tips from frustrated viewers about potential mismanagement in their neighborhoods. According to the Foundation for Community Association Research, there are more than 23,000 community associations in the Lone Star State. Property Owners Associations, or POAs, and Homeowners Associations, or HOAs, and they can create community rules, issue fines, and place a lien on your home if you're behind on payments. Yet no government agency regulates them in Texas.
Investigator Taylor Alanis looks into that lack of community association oversight and explores solutions other states are trying.
We all, they're family, community, everyone looks after each other.
Kieran Stevenson lives in the Mueller neighborhood.
It's become a really good community to walk around. You don't need to drive anywhere. Everything you need is here.
The now 700-acre mixed-use development was established in 2008.
I saw the street across get built up. I've seen the parks been put in. I've seen the playgrounds been put in. Our pools put in. Our HEB put in. Restaurants and bars finally put in.
Stevenson says he appreciates the accessibility to shopping, food, and recreational activity, but
I am feeling like a prisoner in my own home.
He says his once affordable living has become quite the opposite.
When I moved in, my HOA fees were $60 a month. As of today, they are $320 a month.
Mixed-use board meeting. Cohere Life manages the neighborhood, and Tricia McKinnon is the executive director. In an email to KXAN, McKinnon says the POA's boards decided the increases are necessary to add more full-time staff and speed up response times in a growing neighborhood. She says there's been a steady annual increase in home insurance premiums and deductibles for row homeowners after 3 major hailstorms in the last 4 years. Row homes, like Stevenson's, are multi-story houses with connecting walls and yards similar to garden homes.
It's very frustrating because this is the 3rd time they've done that to us, and as a low-income homeowner, I can't easily find that cash anywhere.
Stevenson isn't alone. We learned his neighbor emailed the Attorney General's office to complain. According to the Attorney General's office, nearly 900 Texans filed consumer complaints against their community association in the last 2 years. The most common complaints: billing issues, unsatisfactory service, and performance disputes. We called, emailed, and visited the Attorney General's office to ask how many of those complaints were investigated and how many were resolved. So far, no response. These complaints have caught the attention of state lawmakers. Last legislative session, State Representative Hillary Hicklin from Belton filed a bill calling for more transparency from community associations.
But the problem is there's not really enforcement. There's not the uniformity that we really need as consumers across the state. I know other states have an ombudsman or consumer protection department that specifically focuses on that.
According to the Community Associations Institute, only 9 states have ombudsmen or similar offices to help resolve disputes between residents and community associations, including the Nevada Real Estate Commission.
It's got to be in writing. It has to allege a violation under our statutes, which is NRS 116 or 116B, depending on what the common interest community is, or the governing documents.
The result may be mediation, a referral, or alternative dispute resolution. If a complaint makes it to a formal hearing, the office has the power to issue fines from $10 up to 5 figures, plus interest. Therein lies a challenge.
A lot of these fines, they never pay. So we're trying to get the IRS involved now to have them, once the fine goes to a certain amount, the IRS jumps in and starts waging their checks and things of that sort.
So could something similar work in Texas?
I know Florida and Virginia are considering that. In the age of DOGE, when we're trying to whittle down government, I don't know that growing government in another department, another entity is necessarily where we want to go.
Who do you think should be responsible for making sure HOAs follow the law?
The foundation, the first place that we look to solve any problem is among ourselves and the people. But if there are rights being violated or people being victimized, then that is the need for the state to step in.
Stevenson says unchecked community associations leave him and his neighbors vulnerable.
It feels like that they can do whatever they want, and I just have to accept it, or lose my home if I disagree with it, because that's the power they have.
Taylor Alanis, KXAN News.
And Representative Hicklin's bill would have required community associations information to be posted on the Texas Real Estate Commission's website so the public can easily get to it.
Now, the commission did respond to the bill, saying in part that it does not regulate homeowners associations or property owners associations, and that individuals experiencing issues with their HOA or POA may wish to consult a private attorney for guidance. Now, the bill stalled last session, but Hicklin says she plans on refiling it next year.